They did the unthinkable. Bronson, Reed and Bron Breakker just committed career suicide by launching the most vicious assault we've ever witnessed against the beast incarnate himself, Brock Lesnar. And I'm telling you right now, this changes everything in WWE. The audacity, the absolute disrespect these two showed by blindsiding the most dominant force in sports entertainment history. But here's what's got me absolutely furious. Management stood there and watched it happen. They let these two power-hungry monsters turn Brock Lesnar into their personal punching bag. Me in the comments, have you ever seen two wrestlers stupid enough to target Brock Lesnar like this? Drop your thoughts below. Listen, I've been covering wrestling for years, and I've never seen anything this brutal, this calculated, this downright disrespectful. Reed's tsunami splash followed by Breakker's bone-crushing spear. They weren't just attacking Brock, they were making a statement that sent shockwaves through the entire locker room. But here's what really gets my blood boiling, the timing. Lesnar was defenseless, caught completely off guard, and these two cowards took advantage like vultures circling their prey. The beast who conquered the Undertaker's streak, who demolished John Cena, who made Roman Reigns look like an amateur, reduced to this. Quick question, Wrestling's own family, do you think Paul Heyman saw this coming? Let me know your conspiracy theories in the comments. And don't even get me started on the aftermath. The medical team rushing to check on Lesnar while Reed and Breakker stood there like they just conquered Mount Everest. The arrogance, the complete lack of respect for wrestling royalty. You know what this reminds me of? It's like watching two rookies walk into Mike Tyson's gym and sucker punch him during training. Except this isn't a gym, this is WWE, and you don't touch legends like Brock Lesnar without consequences. Real talk, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stupid was this move by Reed and Breakker? Sound off below. But here's the terrifying reality. Reed weighs 330 pounds of pure destruction, and Breakker is a genetic freak with the intensity of his uncle Scott Steiner and the athleticism of Kurt Angle. Together, they just proved they are willing to do anything to climb the ladder. The question isn't whether Brock will recover, it's how he's going to make these two pay for their transgression. We're talking about a man who conquered UFC, who made The Rock tap out, who single-handedly changed the landscape of professional wrestling. Predict Brock's revenge in the comments. Will he take them out one by one or demolish both simultaneously? And let's be honest about Reed's motivation here. This is a man who's been overlooked, underutilized, and underestimated his entire WWE career. He's tired of being the big man who gets decent pops but never gets the main event treatment he deserves. Breakker? This kid has championship blood flowing through his veins, but he's been stuck in developmental purgatory while other less talented wrestlers get handed opportunities on silver platters. Tonight, he decided to take what he believes is rightfully his. Controversial take time. Were Reed and Breakker actually justified in their attack? Defend your position in the comments. But here's what has me absolutely livid, the way they executed this assault. Reed's tsunami splash from the top rope, all 330 pounds crashing down on Lesnar's ribs like a freight train hitting a brick wall. The sound alone made everyone in the arena cringe. Then Breakker with that devastating spear that looked like it could have broken Lesnar in half. The impact was so brutal that even the hardened WWE universe fell silent. You could hear a pin drop in that arena. And you know Triple H is backstage losing his absolute mind right now. How do you explain to Vince McMahon that two of your rising stars just potentially ended the career of your biggest draw? How do you spin this disaster? Management decision time. Should Reed and Breakker be suspended indefinitely or rewarded for their aggression? Tell me where you stand. The medical team's reaction told us everything we needed to know. This wasn't your typical wrestling beatdown. When doctors are genuinely concerned about a performer who survived every conceivable punishment in WWE, you know something serious just happened. So here's my prediction. Brock Lesnar will return more vicious, more unhinged, and more dangerous than we've ever seen him. Reed and Breakker just awakened a sleeping giant who now has a personal vendetta against them both. Mark my words, Wrestling's own family, we just witnessed the beginning of the most brutal storyline in modern WWE history. These two just signed their own death warrants, and Brock Lesnar is going to be their executioner. Final question, will this attack make Reed and Breakker main event stars or did they just destroy their own careers? Drop your final thoughts and make sure you share this video if it got your blood pumping like mine. The beast is wounded, but he's far from finished. Stay tuned to Wrestling Zone 1 for all the fallout from this shocking attack.